Hello everybody, today I'm here. I'm going to show you a quick masking technique. Well, once you get your image stamped and it cut out, it's quick using some masking paper. I'm going to be using masking paper from Brutus Monroe as well as the detail ink from Brutus Monroe. And to complete this project, I'm going to be using these two new stamps from Technique Junkies, Rita Barakat collection. This is Zoe and this is Sassy Sue. And I need to mask it because I want to use some Distress Oxide dipping technique on my little ATCs. So this is a great technique to do when you want to create a background, but you want to keep your project flat. So what you do is you take the image that you want to mask and you stamp it onto a piece of masking paper. Since this is a cling foam, I do not need to put a foam down below it, and it has a wonderful, really, really nice etch on it. So I really don't have to do much to prep this stamp image. Like, I don't have to pull things out and put it on my Misty to restamp it. It does a very nice job because it is on really nice engraved rubber. All right. Let me get the other one out. Again, this little girl is Sassy Sue. The trading cards that I used are specialty artist trading cards, and they're actually stamping trading cards. I thought that they would be good for this technique because they're made for ink. They're these, and they're by Ink Essential Surfaces, which is by Ranger. However, I'm not real happy with the coloring on them with the Copic. It left it really streaky. So I think that this is definitely good for like truly just stamped images that you're going to do a technique like this on. But as for wanting to like color in and detail color an image, probably not your best option for surfaces to use. I had a hard time with the Copics on it because it is a slick surface and it does not allow the ink to absorb. So just keep that in mind if you want to do a project like this, and if you happen to have those trading cards. Okay. All right, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and just cut out these masks. I'm just going to fussy cut them out. This is the most time-consuming part, but the good news is once you get these cut out, you don't ever have to do it again, and you will have a mask ready to go. It's a low tack, basically a piece of paper. It's matte, so it doesn't smear. And what you do is you just fussy cut them out. I store my masks with my stamps, and every time I want to do this technique, I'm good to go. So this is the only time you have to cut this out. Okay, so just so you know, it took me about 9 minutes to cut both of those out, which isn't that bad, 4.5 minutes a piece. So not all as time consuming as I thought. What this is in essence is it is a matte low tack sticker. So what it allows you to do is it allows you to place it over the image, protecting it from anything you want to do to your background. This also is a great technique if you want to layer images. I have one thing I did where I had a pile of cats, and I just kept building the pile by masking the previous cat and stamping and so on and so forth. I don't know if that makes any sense, but okay. So you're going to want to keep your backing because you're going to want to reuse it. And then you are just going to line this up over your image as close as you can get it. Okay, so I got these both masked. So now they look like white stamped images, and I'm ready to create my background. When you mask, make sure that out of habit you don't throw away your backing because you're going to want to keep this. All right, so for this one, her colors were, oh boy, what color did I do on her? Sneak and peek. Okay, so I want to use this set of colors on her, which is the Worn Lipstick, the Wilted Violet, the Seedless Preserve, and then the Black Suit. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to necessarily start off by dipping these. I'm just going to lay out some color like so. I like it because you can do this and it doesn't really contaminate your ink pads like Distress ink does. The oxides are cool. And then I'm just going to spray that down and blast it with a little bit of heat, but I'm going to move it because I'm going to want to dip it in that afterwards. And I'm not loving it, but that's normal for this phase of the game. I know a lot of people are super conservative with this, like they get really upset if you wipe it up. I never go through an ink pad, so for me it's really not that big of a deal to wipe it up and throw something else down. Throw down some Worn Lipstick. This is the glass mat, so it cleans up real nice. I absolutely love it. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of the Seedless Preserve. Yeah. Gonna throw on some that Worn Lipstick again. And I think from here I'm gonna finish off with some Black Suit. Gonna remove some of that color. Okay, so with the Black Suit, I'm gonna go through and just kind of ink up those edges a little bit. And there really is no rhyme or reason for how I'm doing it or what I'm doing with it. I'm just kind of doing what I want and, you know, just plain. Just plain. And then I'm going to actually take and spray my card and then just go ahead and dab it to soften it just a little bit. All right. Oh, just put that there. Okay, so there's my cute little card, but I'm not done yet. I got the mask off. I want to add some of this Distress Glaze, and what this does is instead of drying it to a chalky finish, it dries it more to a glossy finish, and it seals in the work as well. This is made to go directly in like so and spread all around, but you can also use your fingers. I'm going to go ahead and use my fingers on this image just because I did you know, I don't know. I should be able to go over her just fine with it. I'll go back over her. I wasn't quite sure if I should, but I should be able to just fine. So you can use the, you know, this little Duma Flunky, the foam sponge, or you can just use your fingers. And this will just, you know, keep it glossy. It won't bleed. As you can see, it's not coming off of my finger or anything like that, because this is Distress Oxide that has been set with heat. So it is definitely set, but this just allows that pretty gloss to shine through. If I wanted to do chalk, I would leave it. And I do kind of like that chalky end result on some things. Okay, so she's done. I think she's super cute. So that little ATC card is done. And then let's go on and do the next one. And for the next one, I'm going to do something a little bit different. All right, so for her, I want to do green because she had green eyes. So I'm going to do Twisted Citron, Lucky Clover, and Cracked Pistachio. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm basically going to take wrap my finger up like so and just go around like so. I'm going to do almost like a ombre effect on her, I think. So I'm just using a paper towel. Actually, this is a dry baby wipe, to be honest with you. It was on my craft desk, but a paper towel would work too. All right, and then I'm going to do the citron next. If you guys heard me talking, my son is playing with, well, he's building something. A company gave him models for like a game, and so he is building a terrain for it. He's super excited. Really exciting times to do that. Okay. And then I'm going to, I think I want some more citron right here. Pull it down a little bit lower. Okay. And then from here, I'm going to do Lucky Clover. Ooh, that's pretty. I do like how this stamping paper is reacting with this Distress Oxide. It is very nice. And I'm just gonna rub it all over. And I'm gonna take and do, if you do this fast, it gives a mist. If you do it slow, it gives droplets, and I want droplets on this. So I'm gonna do it nice and slow. And then I'm just going to take and lift like so. And then I do want to take my black soot again, or soot, and kind of do what I did the last time and go over the edges with it. Really, I could just wrap this around the back. Probably make it easier. Gonna make a little puddle right there and just run the edges through like so. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and just heat set this, take off my mask, and do that glossy finish on it again. Okay, so that's pretty cute, and I'm going to go ahead with my Distress Glaze again. That is one way that you can use your masking paper. I think the masking paper is something that should be in every paper crafter's arsenal. Like, it needs to be in your stash because there's so much you can do with it that you can use with it. It's just some awesome stuff. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And head on over to my blog. I'm going to be doing some stuff as well as some other artists with the new Technique Junkie Rita Barakat stamps that come out in mid-May. We're doing a blog hop. It'd be wonderful if you could come over and hop along. You'll see lots of fun inspiration and some really good ideas, and be introduced to some new paper crafters or mixed media artists. All right, guys, until next time, happy crafting.